That as much as you can?
Yeah, it hurts. Oh, wow.
I have Rita here today. I'm delighted. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
First saw me through the animal channel, right? And you're thinking, oh, he could work on me.
Well, then I saw the link that you did humans as well.
I have this one guy, John, who is a big, really big, strong man. And he said, he saw me adjusting a horse. And he said, if he could adjust a horse, he could adjust me. And he's as big as a horse. No, not big, but he's strong.
Muscular,
he's strong like a horse.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're here today. Now, you have a really interesting background because if scoliosis is severe enough, then surgery is necessary because it prevents life and death. And you, as a 12-year-old, had that type of surgery where they put rods in. Now, to give you an idea, a 10-degree curve is a lot, 15-degree curve is a lot. Like, I think a lot of people on the planet, I don't know the number, you can look it up yourself, have like under 3 degrees, under 5 degrees, and you go your whole life and you don't really notice it. But once you get into 10, 13, 15, that becomes severe. Hers was 49 degrees.
Yeah.
So 49 degrees means that she was probably like this at one point.
Yeah, it was an S.
Like an S, that bad. So the reason it's life or death is if it goes untreated, if you don't have the surgery, there's too much pressure on your vital organs like your heart and your lungs. And very often you won't survive that.
I was told that if I didn't have the surgery, I'd die in my 30s from them crushing my heart or lungs.
Yeah, crushing the heart or lungs. So like, no joke, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm natural. But sometimes you need to do what you need to do. It's the next best thing to do. And those are the cards that she was dealt with, and she made the right choice, in my opinion. And look, she's, you're over 30?
I'm over 30 now.
So she won.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Of course, I'm so happy to be here.
But here's the problem, okay? Even after the surgery, she's always gonna have imbalances, and she fights with those. You work at the computer and your office work that you do?
All day typing.
So she's got horrible neck tension, horrible upper back tension. Here, turn this way, turn around. Her rods, the metal rods in her back are from about here to about here. You could still see she still has a scoliosis. They improve it as much as they possibly can, but it's not totally improved. So this whole area is rounded on this side. This side's concave or flattened out. Her pelvis will never be level. We'll see in a minute when she puts her legs out, but like, look how when I put my legs out, here, can we touch the floor, put on the edge? Like mine are even. And now look at hers. Can you fan them out? So this is an inch, 5 centimeters different, right? She can't balance them. And that's, because of the skeletal imbalance that she's dealt with from the age of 12.
Well, before that.
Before that, right? 12 was the surgery, the correction.
I've been in pain since I can remember 5 and up.
Yeah, it's intense. What else? So you also get headaches.
I get headaches. I'm always in pain.
How long have you gotten headaches?
Sometimes it'll go for a few weeks, every few months. Sometimes I'm okay, but it comes and goes all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And I am on the computer all day. And then, we're addicted to our phones on top of that, so that's not helping. But now I'm finding that it feels like my hips are worse because I can't walk for too long without needing to rest because it's so imbalanced, and I feel my whole body twisted. So I'm hoping for some kind of relief. I know it's not going to be 100%, obviously, and then my shoulder's frozen right now.
Have frozen shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, so also I want you guys to know we do not adjust into metal rods. So you can watch all the videos you want on YouTube, and a lot of people are good with chiropractic, and there's a lot of people that just make it up and they pretend they're a chiropractor. If you really did study, you'll know that we don't adjust into metal rods. So we're not gonna do crazy stuff like that. So if you don't wanna watch the rest, that's fine. I am gonna work on her neck. There's no rods there, there's no surgery there. I'm gonna work on her pelvis. I'm gonna look at if I can balance out the legs a little bit. I definitely wanna look at her shoulders. And then if you want, we can do the cranial facial release. That might help your headaches as well. But stand up for a second, let's do a few things. Turn with your back and put this hand behind your back as much as you can. Is that as much as you can?
Yeah, it hurts any further.
Okay, so that's not good.
Okay.
And do the other side. You can relax this one. Okay, so that's not great, but it's kind of normal, right?
Yeah.
Kind of come up the back a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. Probably as good as mine can do.
That's pushing it.
But that's pushing it, and I did push it.
Yeah.
But this one, let's try this one. I mean, that already hurts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's not good. Can you guys see that? It's pretty obvious. Yeah. Okay, so turn sideways, and now lift the one as high as you can. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
And that's about it, right? Do you have pain or just locks?
Right here, it's pain.
Pain on the top. Okay, put this one down. Turn this way.
And sometimes I feel the nerves running down to my elbow on the side.
It gets nervy. Look at this. Not perfect, but not bad, right? Yeah. She's never going to be like in Cirque du Soleil as a contortionist. But that's a decent lift on the left, and the right is not decent. Now we're going to do it sideways. So we'll do the good side first. And I'm okay with that. It's not great. Yeah. It's not an A+, but it gets there, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Of a push. And you know, it's all relative. Like watching this, have some compassion, please, because she didn't get the same start in life that you guys did, perhaps. Maybe someone watching, it's the same deal, and I have compassion for you. But she's doing the best she can while she's testing here. And then this one, nothing. Look at this. I can't even get it to 90. It's tough, right? Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, that hurts. Let's let her do it by herself. So do it again. And am I right? About 90 degrees. Do you see 90, everybody? Now do the other side just to remind everybody. Okay, not bad. Good enough at least, right? And what I mean by that is she could still work on the flexibility on her good side. We all can. But that one's functional. The right side I wouldn't call happy at all. It's not really serving you, right? It's an angry arm. She can't get her arm in the coat probably, right? No. So she's like, let me get the coat on.
I have to start on the right.
And you have to, there's a trick to it. You do the right side first, right? Yep. Then you toss it over your shoulder and then you get your left side in. Yep. And that's your ritual of getting a coat on, let alone a button-down shirt, right? Goodness. Okay. I want to start with the shoulder. So you sit here. Let me see what I can do. Okay. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here.
So just let your hand be here. Okay. And here, let me show you what this feels like. It's a percussive instrument. Overall, is this really, you know, I know it's obvious it affects your life.
Clicks a lot.
It's, see, so that's the first thing I was going to adjust is her clavicle, and she already knows there's a problem there. I'm moving the scapula from lateral to medial. Her shoulder's very forward. Can everybody see that? It's really rolled forward.
I've tried to lean against the wall and push it back, but it wasn't doing it.
Yeah, well, that's what your body has done over the years. It had to survive. It had to compensate. And
what?
It's coming up a little better. It's past 90 already. We're going to keep going, okay?
Yeah, I have to sleep on my right side also, so that doesn't help.
You know, throughout my life, I've always realized a lot of times I have my own complaints. Like my left shoulder is achy all the time for about at least 10 years.
Well, you're adjusting people.
Yeah, from adjusting, and I injured it a few times. And, you know, I played rugby in college and injured it and things like that. And then it's never been great. But compared to you, now all of a sudden I go, wow, my shoulder's perfect compared to her. No, so like everything's relative. You know, we're all dealing with our own crap. And she's got a lot on her plate to deal with. And she's tough. Like she's positive. She comes in, she's in a good mood. She's like happy to be here. She's a positive woman with a lot on her plate. And I respect you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now I'm behind the shoulder. The latissimus dorsi, or the lat muscle, ties into the back of the shoulder. And you can feel this achy spot, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to let this release a little bit. So I'm digging pretty strong. She's tough, by the way, because I'm pushing in really strong. And I'm here, let's spin around a little bit, okay? So I'm right in there. I'm right up in there, in that spot. And you can feel how nasty that is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Good. The other thing that's happened to her over the years is her pec minor is shortened. So this is her pec minor, and it's locked down, which pulls her shoulder forward. And it's probably been that for a few decades. All right.
What do you mean I'm 12?
Well, I meant a couple of months. It's for a couple of months it's been bothering you. Do you feel this right there?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, where did you grow up? What state?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
York, yeah.
I've heard of it. Where is it? I lived in Brooklyn for 12 years.
I'm in Queens now, but New Yorker my whole life.
But New York. Both my parents are from Queens, and they're in their 80s. So my family's been here a long time.
That's beautiful.
So now I'm pushing both. I'm pushing the posterior aspect of the lat insertion or tie into the shoulder, and I'm also horribly pushing into her pec muscle.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Look, and she's got no external rotation too. So now I'm going to do a little more.
Okay.
How long has this arm been screwed up?
It's been
Like months or years?
maybe a year and change. Oh, wow.
Do you guys see this?
God.
Anybody watching?
That's crazy.
Hello? Anybody see this?
Wow.
Not bad, right?
Not bad at all. That's insane.
It's cool, right? There's more to do. We're not done. How do you feel about lying on your back on this table? Would that be okay?
It's fine.
So remember, we have to be very careful with her. Her body, it doesn't make sense to just add more pain and break her or anything. So we have to be very careful. I am working intensely. I'm digging. Tell them, is that hurt?
It's
Yeah.
hurting.
But I'm also being conservative and I'm not doing big, grand or gross movements that could compromise her.
I'm used to being in pain, so it's no big.
Yeah. It should almost feel good though. Like
A little,
it just
yeah.
clicked now. But good that like he's like getting into those spots, right? Like isn't that reassuring that we're finding the bad spots?
Yeah.
Like here, do you feel that bad spot?
Yeah.
And again, that's the pec minor. And this has been locked up for, I think, longer than a year.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm never good with time. Oh, I feel a pull. Like
And also sometimes, let's say your shoulder got frozen a year ago. It could have been getting bad for a year before that, before it finally got symptomatic enough to lock. So it could have been on its downhill slide for longer than a year. And then finally was the day that you go, I can't even lift this thing. Her arm is on my hip and I'm doing a little salsa dance. You said you saw my salsa with the horse video.
yeah, it was adorable.
Here, I'm trying to get this arm to come up. Good. So now, breathe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
It's already past 90 though, right? Not bad first day. Someone like this will need work. And scoot down a little bit. Now I'm gonna put your arm across and I'm gonna stick my hand inside here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little adjustment on the shoulder. There you go. It didn't crack, but it shifted a little bit, which is nice. Now I'm gonna do an upper back one above the scoliosis.
Oh,
Do you feel it?
yeah, a little bit.
A little pop, right? So now come stand again. So let's lift this arm. Anybody watching? Turn this way. How does that feel to be able to lift your arm?
It's surprising. I'm still in shock.
Does that make you happy?
Yes, very. I still feel like a pull here.
Yeah, because it's so
Yeah,
tight.
it's very tall.
Okay, so
But I'm
she needs work, but this is nice. She was only up to here and it was frozen.
Yeah.
And now she's much higher
Yeah.
in a short visit.
That's crazy. That hurts.
But from there, remember, it couldn't pass here.
Yeah.
So this is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Remember, this woman has had issues since her birth. And by the time she was 12, she had major surgery.
Yeah, it was 10-hour surgery.
And you've been 10-hour surgery and you've been in pain, she said, my whole
My whole life.
life.
My whole life.
Not a year, not 5 years, her whole life. And at the age of
don't
25, that's that's 25 years,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
All right, so sit here. Now you have to give me good posture. So you're gonna
I
sit
don't
up.
have that.
I know, but you're gonna try for 2 seconds. Tilt your head to the left, a little more. Big breath in and blow it out. There it goes. Do you hear a click?
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
There it goes again. There's more. Drop your head this way. I got it, I think. I got it. Okay, so that part's done.
Okay.
Did you hear some of those pops?
Yeah.
There was 3 on the right and 1 on the left.
Yeah, my neck likes to crack a
So
lot.
now we have this horrible spot here.
Feel that. Yeah.
So this is a trap that feels like a rock. All right, got it. Good, now you're gonna lie on your back again. Lie as straight as you can and come, let's look at her legs now. They're already starting to even out a little bit. You can even see her pelvis is off. Okay, so lie on your belly now, a little bit towards me. Even. Good. Even.
Am I going to feel like a normal person walking now?
All right, come stand and just tell us how you're feeling so far.
I'm feeling a little looser.
Okay.
I can't believe this arm is doing things.
What's it doing?
It's moving. It's actually moving. Yeah.
When was the last time it was moving?
It's been years. It's been a while. Yeah.
So lift it again. Lift it as high as you can.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
You couldn't do that before, right?
I could not do that before. And it doesn't hurt as much.
Okay. And how's your neck feel? I mean, it's stiff. She's got a
still
stiff neck.
stiff, but it's got some juice going.
And look, your legs are even.
How'd that happen?
Do you see that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to walk a step.
Walk. Yeah. See what that walking feels like.
Oh, that's different.
What's different?
I don't feel as twisted. I'm twisted.
Okay.
I'm always going to be twisted, but
Right.
it hurts usually to walk. And
It
right
hurts
now,
usually to walk, but does it hurt now?
It's not as much.
Okay.
It's a little less. Yeah.
20%, 30%? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Which is great.
Okay.
Which is great. I
Good.
can walk to the train without dying.
She can walk to the train without dying. And how often do you average getting them when they're getting bad?
Like every day for weeks at a time.
Every day for weeks at a time. That's 7 days a week. Even a good week is 3 times, right? So when it's down to 3 times a week, headaches, that's good. Let's see if we can make a difference. Do you have a headache today?
Not slight, barely there.
Point to the part of the head that you notice it.
Like over here.
Okay. And when it's really bad, how bad is it?
It's about like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Does it interfere with any activities?
Sometimes my vision.
Okay. All right. Let's get cracking. So let's do the left side first. We're going to do the left middle. We're going to push this in. And whenever you're ready, you'll open your mouth and close your lips.
Oh, God. Whoa. What the hell?
What did you notice?
My ears wanted to burst.
Did you hear any
nose?
face?
My nose feels bigger. It just mainly my ears
Yeah.
and my nose.
Did your nose crack at all or around your face? Or it's hard to say?
It's hard to say. I think I felt the balloon more just go to the back of my nose.
Okay. So let's keep going. We got one more, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to do 2 today, 1 on each side.
Okay. I think that's all I can think of.
That's all you should do today. That's appropriate for your situation. Big breath in and close.
Oh, okay.
You are done, my friend.
Oh, boy.
Here's some tissues.
Thank you.
And I'll have you sit up and blow your nose. Blowing your nose is good. Headaches, a lot of times this will be helpful. Most of my headache cases need 4 to sometimes 8. I've even had bad migraine cases take 10. This will lower the severity, the quantity, and the quality meaning less intense. So we'll see how she does. She'll probably need more treatments, of course, because this is a process, not a one-off procedure. Let's see how she's doing now.
I feel more air. I can breathe better.
Okay, good. You're getting more air through your face, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. All right.
That's good. Yeah.
Are you glad you did it, or are you going to run the other direction?
No, I'm glad I did it.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.